like and subscribe.
Right. Apparently, big news, Palworld might be winning. I hope.
Pokemon has had their patent rejected by the Japanese Patent Office. This is a giant win for Palworld and a huge step in their lawsuit between Nintendo, the Pokemon Company, and Palworld.
I think from... I've seen a couple of posts. I think this is mainly in Japan where they're based, right? They wanted to do a patent and Japan was like, wait, that's way too freaking vague. What are you doing? But in America, they're just like, oh, you want to do this patent? No, we don't want to do it. Oh, you're inviting us for dinner. Yeah, let's have a talk, shall we, behind closed doors?
And their attempt to dominate Pokemon and Nintendo, their attempt to dominate the pocket monster genre. Of course, we're going to talk about that in the Legal Mindset with Teach Be Your Own Judge. I'm Andrew Esquire. This is a fast facts version, the quick and dirty version of the latest in legal news. If you like this format, make sure you like the video and leave a comment below. So let's get right into it. Let's get my PP right here. The Pokemon patent rejected. So let's talk about this. As background, obviously, Nintendo and the Pokemon Company International are engaged in a vicious lawfare campaign against
Pokemon patent is stupid. Yes, it is. And America accepted it after Pokemon's representatives took one of those guys out for dinner. One of the people who accepts the patents. And lo and behold, they accepted. That's crazy. Whoa. Don't you just love it? In America, where like you get rejected, oh, you just take them out for dinner, you know? Have a talk with them, you know? Have a little chat. Maybe you lose a couple of thousand at that dinner as well. Who knows, man? Who knows? Maybe your patent gets approved.
The entire pocket monster genre. So they're trying to go after this entire genre, and they're trying to lock this down entirely. The lawsuit is for patent infringement, not copyrights. That's an important distinction. Oftentimes people go back to the character designs and go back to, okay, this character looks like this one. Well, that's not actually what this is for. What this is for patent infringement, which is for the actual mechanics that underlie the systems. So saying, hey, this system is similar, that's the problem, not necessarily the design or the art. Now, of course, some of the art does play into certain elements, and we'll get into that.
I think because the patent is like captured monsters through a ball sphere, you can cast them out to fight other monsters. That's roughly what the patent is, which I hope other games are like, hang on, we fucking kind of do this. You're not the first. I hope every other game company is like, fuck Nintendo.
This is currently in the Tokyo District Court. This is a Japanese case, although there are related U.S. patents, and obviously what happens in the U.S. is related to that. But the patents generally in Japan are reviewed by the Japanese Patent Office, the JPO. So I'm going to be using that term, JPO. So the JPO recently, just now, rejected one of the Pokemon patents, we'll talk about that, as lacking an inventive step. Essentially saying, hey, this is
the one I read about. There's lacking of inventive step.
Doing anything new. This is doing something that has been done before. And the patent office themselves cited older games such as Ark, Monster Hunter 4, Craftopia, Kantai Collection, shout out there, and Pokemon Go itself. Literally, Pokemon got owned by Pokemon Go.
That's funny.
That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is here.
Craftopia. Dude, Ark. Never played Ark. I think I've got it though.
And it suggests that Palworld isn't just copying Nintendo or Pokemon, but there's decades of established.
It's a problem. Any throwing, true. Any throwing and capturing, which is a lot of games. A lot of games have done this.
Mechanics.
They're not the originators
that are underlying what's going on here. So this complicates Pokemon's situation greatly, as another patent was derived from this denied patent. This is what I've called what we've talked.
I'm sorry, you're a fisherman? Wait, you cast out your line and you catch a fish. Okay, hands behind your back. I'm arresting you. That'll be a fine.
About in this channel as divisional patents. I talked about this previously in my coverage of Pokemon versus Palworld, and this is a legal strategy. So I know this looks complicated and there's a lot of kanji here, but what you got to pay attention to is this is the one that...
No, hold on. Technically, you're shooting the gun, you're throwing out the bullet that hits something, that hits an animal, and you kill it. You capture it. You capture the animal after it's been killed. Okay. Fucking yikes, dude. They could go crazy if they had this, man. Hunting, yes, man.
Denied. So this patent
should Dultan play Ark Survival? I don't even think I have that. I'll be honest.
Why is that important? This is important because there's another patent that was divided off of the one that's denied. So now this one that was divided off is under scrutiny, right? So this patent has been denied. This one's gone. So now this one definitely in trouble. And even
wait, it should just be cut off if it's part of this patent. Dude, that makes no sense. If you can deny this, the parent of this patent, this should be denied as well because it's under it. I have a feeling like if this was denied up here, all of it down here should be denied. I'm just saying, man. It feels weird to just have like, oh, here's the child of the patent, but the parent of the patent is denied.
This one, the parent patent,
technically not part of it. Okay.
Back and ask some questions. Wait a second. Is this completely legit? Because if this part of the patent is illegit, then maybe a larger part of this is not legitimate as well. So there's a lot of questions this brings up.
Speedrun, Jesus.
Patents, right? Is it a silver bullet that takes out everything? No. Does it severely damage their legal strategy, and does it send Pokemon looking for excuses and looking for other things? Yes, absolutely it does. So this is a pocket pair W without any holding it back at all.
I hope though.
The interesting thing, and this is a
Tomb Raider. Wait, whoa. Extensive list of games that use the same mechanic. What's this? What mechanic? The hunting, the throwing, capturing thing, which Pokemon is trying to monopolize. Tomb Raider. I don't remember what's in Tomb Raider. Was that like the old Tomb Raider? Ark, okay. Zelda, which one? Titanfall 2. I've never played that. Do you capture Titans? Are Titans just roaming like Horizon Zero Dawn? Rune Factory 5. Palworld, okay.
Unknown factor, and perhaps we'll get confirmation one way or another at some point. But there was a mysterious third party. We do not know whether or not
Welcome back,
Palworld, right? Whether it was Pocket Pair. We don't know. It probably was, but we don't know. They filed examples with the JPO, the Japanese Patent Office, of prior artwork. And the Japanese Patent Office let everyone know that it was the filing of this prior art which led to the rejection of the patent. This is excellent. So this gives us a template for fighting Nintendo. So whenever Nintendo files these patents, well, people can go, third parties can go to the Japanese Patent Office and, give them proof. Say, hey, here's why you should not grant this patent, because they're just...
I hope all the other companies are as litigious, holy shit, English, dude, as Nintendo when it comes to this. Come on, man. Surely, right?
They're just absolutely picking off the pass. This is nothing new. And this definitely opens up the scrutiny of other Nintendo patents, not even just Pokemon, but just more broadly Nintendo. There's probably a lot of mechanics that they're trying to lock down in general, overall, that they really don't have any right to. And there's an extensive list of games that use the same mechanics, which Pokemon is trying to monopolize. We had Ark, Tomb Raider, Zelda, Titanfall, Rune Factory 5, and those are ones that were cited by Palworld, that even Palworld brings up. But Palworld also argued that mods are also a good reason why there's prior art that should be considered. And, that's something that I think is very, very important, especially since
I've played Pixelmon before.
Knowledge mods as art, right? So they're saying, hey, mods are not actually art. They're something that is that is really just derivative, and therefore we're not going to actually allow that. And if you're asking, am I updating my PowerPoint due to typos in mid recording? Yes, I am actually doing that. Okay, so there we go. Got it back there. So yeah, Palworld's arguing that mods like Pixelmon in Minecraft, Nukamon, Fallout 4 prior art, and Nintendo refuses to confirm that mods are art. Of course, the court is not going to care whether or not they confirm that or deny that. Nintendo can say whatever they want to say. They're going to look at that, the court, and it's going to say this has been done before. And that's the lack of an inventive step. And that's where they got in trouble in the past. And that's a lot of their other patents can also have issues. In a conclusion, Japanese judges are going to defer strongly to the finding of the patent examiners. So the patent examiners are really the ones that are the technical experts or the specialists.
That's kind of cool. I do like that, because I swear to God, sometimes judges are like, they kind of ignore like what an expert knows. And then they just go like power hungry and do whatever the fuck they want.
That's not good for Pokemon. The judges are not going to strongly go against the JPO unless there's a strong reason why they should go against the JPO. Pokemon has already modified one of their patents during the middle of the lawsuit. That is extremely desperate.
Minecraft ARG, the Pokemon one. Yeah, me and Tyler played. Yeah. Where you're just running around capturing Pokemon. It's not like a Pixelmon one. It's just, there's just Pokemon around. That's about it. I think that's the one you're talking about.
Imagine that. You're in the middle of a lawsuit, and the whole point of the lawsuit is the validity of the patents and patent infringement. But how is the judge supposed to decide what's been infringed upon if even you don't know what's being infringed upon? Think about that. You're like, well, what is it that you're actually suing for? And you change the whole basey mid-suit.
That's a word? Basey? Is that a word? Another king in yellow one. No. I don't know too much about Minecraft mods. I think all the mods is one that I've used. The Pokemon one, not the Pixel one, a different Pokemon one. And the slime one, that time I got reincarnated as a slime. We played that. Me, Tyler, and kind of Zach as well. Dude, that was actually fun, to be honest, now that I'm remembering it. It's not a mod. What is it?
This doesn't make much sense. So that's what's going on here. Now, Pokemon is also, and this is the rumor, the scuttlebutt, and I know the Pokemon people will be crawling out of the woodwork to comment on this one, but Pokemon is likely preparing.
Can you sentence if you don't? True. Officer, arrest him. For what? I don't know. Just do it, dude. Just do it, dog. What the fuck?
Survival style, Palworld-ish spin-off, which is why they're trying to monopolize the genre, because they're not creative, they're not doing new stuff. What they want to do is knock off Palworld and have the right to do that because they've kicked Palworld out of the market. What they want to do is be a cheap Palworld knockoff, right? And try to take over that side of the market by kicking out Palworld, because Palworld
that's crazy though. When people are going to consider Pokemon a cheap knockoff of Palworld, holy shit, was it Dude, they're just no comparisons. Like, bro, this ZA has been out for like ages, dude. Whatever, no competition. I'm just saying, it's sentencing you for money. They know the reason. Yeah, I think is, I'll be honest, Palworld made them look fucking wrong, man. Made him look wrong. I mean, how could a knockoff be that good? That's so fucked, dude.
Concept. They proved that's a viable concept. So now they're trying to come into that market. I don't think that's smart. I still think that the best conclusion is still an amicable, a friendly settlement between Nintendo, between Pocket Pair and Pokemon Company International particularly. And I think that is all in the hands of Nintendo and the Pokemon Company. They're the ones that could decide to settle this, to end this.
No, Pokemon is not a cheap knockoff of Assassin's Creed build climbing. You can't jump in that game, so that just makes no sense.
And that's the way it should go. But let me know what you guys think is going to happen in the comments.
Sort of how MOBA started. Yeah, it is. Like, was it Dota? Some guy modded Warcraft 3, made the game mode Dota, Defense of the agents, ancients. Holy shit, what a shit name. Became super popular, and was it Warcraft tried to like copyright it? Valve jumped in, hired the guys who made Dota 2. They tried to fucking strike that down, but they were like, hey, it's a mod, man, it's not your property. And then League of Legends took over, man. God, League.